The road to WrestleMania has begun. We got Batista, Ronda Rousey, Triple H, and a partridge in a pear tree. We got a full house. I'm in the big chair. Let's go.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin. Welcome to the Raw after show. It was a lively after show, man. Raw was just on and popping, man. Listen, I'm in the big chair now. Y'all already know Johnny Quasto is Carmen Sandiego. He's moving and shaking, man. He's somewhere on the cruise doing something, living his best life, telling jokes and whatnot, but I am not alone. I have a full panel. I'm going to start on the couch first. Listen, man, one of the OGs, one of the wrestling aficionados, Steve Kaufman in the building. What's good, baby?
Hey, thank you so much for having me in the full house here on the chat.
Sounds scared, man.
This a little bit.
Black man being aggressive, man. Aggressive black man.
This is actually my final appearance here on the AfterBuzz TV Raw After Show.
Oh,
this
This is my Kurt Angle style retirement tour.
Farewell tour. Oh,
This is a farewell tour. I'll be on SmackDown tomorrow. I'll be on NXT Wednesday. I was on Fastlane last night.
Listen, best of luck in your future endeavors. I don't know why you're leaving. I don't want to get all up in your business on live television.
No, it's fine. It's just
what's going on?
It's been 5 years. I think it's just it's time to move along.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, part of it is leave the spot open for some folks.
Oh,
for some folks who could.
Oh, speaking of folks to the far left, man. And listen, the heel. Listen, the man y'all love to hate to love. The man with the perfectly coiffed hair. The man with the leather jacket. RealTalker.com on heel Jim. The Jim Alexander. What's good, boy?
What's going on The Bachelor tonight? I'm just saying, wait, what Raw? What's Colton up to? That's what's up tonight.
Next to this fine gentleman is my man Flobito, DJ extraordinaire. Man was just DJ in the wedding when Kevin Pollak showed up. I'm like, damn, what's going on?
Kevin Pollak roll too, like eating the cookies and everything. That's great. Damn, Kevin Pollak, what you doing?
Shout out to Kevin Pollak.
Shout out to Kevin Pollak.
Well, listen, okay, so now to my left, my girl, Boo Thang. Listen, the black chick from the great white north. TK Trinidad.
Can we say that this song is by Evan, by the way?
That 2009, 2010 flow in the background, man. Listen, I'm so tired of not having the rights to songs. I want my own song.
Facts.
We had a lively Raw. Listen, man, I'm hyped, man. Listen, Road to WrestleMania always got me. Listen, I'm breaking a sweat up in here, man. WrestleMania it's my favorite time of the year, man. It's like Christmas, man. This is crazy, man. Yep. So much go because Batista's laser was so fire. That's why I'm going crazy right now.
That was hot.
Oh my Lord, I was so mad I ain't had that blazer in my closet. Man, we start. Oh man, he looks so smooth. We starting off right now. Let's get that out the way right now. Batista and Triple H. First of all, the greatest line in the history of all wrestling was uttered by Triple H tonight, man. He said the Guardians of the Independent scene were Guardians of the Galaxy. He outed those guys for not being security but being independent wrestlers.
Yeah.
He called them getting protected by the Guardians of the Independent scene.
I didn't see Gargano there.
Oh my God.
Don't start, Jim. The Gargano stuff. You're like 3 minutes in.
Shots fired. Listen, y'all, take me through that moment. Take me through seeing Batista for the first time in a while, in that the atmosphere, the match, everything. Just talk to me. Steve Kaufman, start with you, brother. Talk to me.
I feel whatever script they handed Dave Batista, he did not read it.
Not at all. He spit it, though.
But let me rephrase that. All he read was, I want what I want. That is what I want. And that is what my script said. It said for me to want what I want, and I want it.
That's Shakespeare.
That is, you know what, man? I hated it because I was because I kid you, I was sitting in my chair, man. I was like, Dave Batista about to cut a hell of a promo.
Yeah.
And the universe is like, bruh, you don't know, bruh.
Next week.
Hey, that was Drax cutting a promo, okay? That wasn't Dave Batista. Drax was spitting all over the place. I mean, I was just focused in on that. All the blubbering and just the spit coming out.
I
of
like
Dave
the
Batista.
spit, though.
It almost worked. I was so sold on him. Like, damn, this man is like an angry animal, shot up rabid or something.
Flobito, thoughts on the segment, thoughts on the match, thoughts on all that stuff.
Oh, that match I'm down for because those guys can really go, but it felt kind of weird watching. I want what I want, be a man. I want what I want, be a man. Back and forth for a long time. I don't know why they're doing it.
TK.
Yeah, I'm definitely for the match, but it was just kind of one of those things where it's almost like where's that movie where the guy puts the radio on his head? Like it felt like
High fidelity?
no.
Say anything?
Yeah, I think it's
Say, yeah, your eyes? Yes.
Oh, say anything.
I'm here for the references, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm the film critic, okay?
Yeah, I know. But it just felt
Unreal.
very like romantic comedy-esque, and then eventually, like, Triple H is like, "Yes, well, you can have me in the bed tonight." Like it was just weird. It was,
Oh, see, get him to get sexual, man. Anytime for the boudoir Jesse.
it was just
Definitely get to
it
the
was
boudoir.
just weird, and I think maybe because we watch it with a critical eye because we do the show.
Yeah.
If we weren't doing that, then it might not have been as.
I think it was a hot angle, and honestly, I think these two don't need very much.
Oh, absolutely not.
My issue is there's a ready-made story, if the rumors are true, which is this time last year, Batista wanted to do something at WrestleMania,
Yes.
and they straight no-sold him.
Yes.
Yeah.
They straight didn't reply to him.
Yes.
So for him to then come on SmackDown 1500 or SmackDown 15,000 or whatever it was,
A lot.
and say specifically, like, oh, Triple H, you're the one that hasn't beaten me. And coupled with that, and then coupled with him beating down Ric Flair and saying, "Did I get your attention?" It felt ready-made to me.
And where's Ric Flair? Is he okay?
Ric Flair tweeted that he's like kind of.
Well, that's what happens when you go against the animal,
tweeted,
man.
so he's
He
alive.
tweeted, but have you seen him? Is he okay? That's
I
what we
walk
needed.
in love.
I have business with Ric Flair. I'm not going to text him about that. I'm sure he's all
still
right.
he name dropping, man. Be weary of the man that name drops.
He's like, this is my last time at AfterBuzz, and I chatted with Phil.
And I got business.
Yeah.
Why is he
Running
flexing
outside,
on me right now,
He
man?
did me the next Migos video with Flair.
Oh my God.
We already shot it.
Before I go blow a gasket, man, Marie, what's going on? Dylan, what's good? Tina, going on? Wifey in the chat, what's good, baby? Haywood Wong, Ghost, Dan, Bosa,
Hey, Wood.
J. Will, Johan Pena, and a partridge in a pear tree. But real talk, Batista coming out, man. Listen, I got that chill. It just goes about with me and Jim, because this is where me and Jim are. We locked. We mind man. We Vulcan mind man.
My thoughts
Box,
and your thoughts.
office, superstars,
It is.
sell, WrestleMania.
smiling.
Because he knows
This makes
it,
me
man.
happy. It makes me happy because there's two
Man.
legitimate stars. You see what happens when greatness is out there. When
Greatness.
legitimate stars, they don't even have to do promos. One promo sells a whole feud for WrestleMania. As opposed to all these other mid-cards who aren't getting over. Why? Because they can't sell like this. I get it. They have
Okay.
a built-in storyline and history. These two can work them like Batista can slobber and spit and still get
everywhere.
over.
Okay. Snarl.
So, question.
Yes.
When they both started out, were they box office from the get-go?
Since he came out
Batista
the
was.
womb.
Even when he was the Deacon, okay?
I just watched his debut.
Yeah.
No, I just watched his debut again, and I was like, oh, he was instant box office.
Yeah, and
instant.
He held a
And
box
Triple
office.
H had a good, hateable heel character. I mean, he looked completely different.
Yeah, when he did the curtsy thing, he was still a polished wrestler. When
Yes.
he was doing, and then when he
but
switched
he
to
was
the
so
game,
unlikable, which bought him heat immediately. Even though as a
Agreed.
mid-carder, you just hated him.
Yeah, you did. Man, so like I said, all in all, I like the segment, man. Y'all know we bounce around. We don't go in chronological order. Don't be getting all hot and bothered in the chat. Y'all know how we do. We bounce around, man. I got to start with the thing that was on my mind. I do have a question of the day for the chat. I wanted to just drop this on y'all. I want to get y'all's thoughts. But before I do, Jim, can you cut a promo and let everybody know where they can find AfterBuzz and all the subscriptions? Jim don't need no live read. He
I'm
don't
gonna
need it.
slobber through this. I'm gonna try to keep my spit in my mouth
man, Jim.
because I know all of you love me and love this show out there. But to show your love and to keep on making us the ESPN of TV talk, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, the Raw After Show, and all the YouTube channels that I am part of. And all these great people right here on set. Comment. We do like reading those comments, even though some of you want to do bad things to me.
I love to read those.
We do love
read
the
those comments.
engagement and hearing your thoughts, good, bad, or likewise in between. So comment, subscribe, and if you're listening on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating and comment there too. So just be engaged and interactive like you guys have been. Oh, I know you're out there. And keep on supporting us. And that is my public service announcement to all of you.
Thank you, Jim.
And this is not brought by Uptime. Uptime will no longer.
No, we don't talk about that. This man does not need an energy drink.
We don't
He
talk
is on
about that.
all the time.
No, we're done with that. It's done.
Water.
Just
Water
no
gets him.
saying.
From what I'm hearing, y'all need to keep Uptime out your mouth. It's not even worthy.
Yeah, Uptime finds that we're not worthy of them, so we are no longer supporting Uptime.
Shout out to Zeno
It's
Hour
Mac
in the
time,
chat.
okay?
Chris Chris Robinson in the chat. Michael Blake, Edwin, what's really good? AJ, what's good? Yo, Flobo,
Yo, what's up?
Haywood in the chat said he wants you to stun Jim Alexander. I don't know if you want to oblige him.
That man, you know what? I do like him. The one thing I like, even though he hates me, I love that the bunny avatar he has.
Yeah.
I'm a rabbit lover. So, dude, you're winning me over with that. That's all. I just view you as like this cool rabbit.
You
So,
cowardly heel. Don't stun me. I love
so,
bunnies.
every time I see a text or tweet or like, I'm thinking, oh, cool bunnies, like, liking my stuff.
Go watch The Bachelor.
Flobo, real talk. How many subs for you to stunner Jim?
Oh, man.
It's gonna be like a Kevin Owens
just
stunner.
say-
So I'll be
100?
Wow.
Can we set it at like 2?
If you get 100K, they give you the silver plaque.
Oh, we need that,
Do you
man.
want? So how about this? 100K.
Yeah.
You get the silver plaque. You hit him over the head with the silver plaque, and then you stun him.
That's
Do
a
we
big
get an
moment right
energy
there.
drink for that as part of our, I need
Man, listen,
You
I'm
heard it
setting it up
first,
right now.
fam.
100,000 subscribers is what we need.
Subscribers.
Let me-
We're making it
Ain't
happen.
no one can stun this.
Shout out to Dylan Matthews in the chat, my man. Listen. Okay, so we get to the Shield farewell speech. Now, listen. Some people think this is a work. Some people think this really is the moment where it's over. I see Michael Cole, Corey Graves last night at Fastlane. They giving a standing ovation, and I'm like, listen, y'all got me fooled. Y'all got me convinced. I think it's over.
Man,
I'm a kid still. I'm a child.
It feels when like they said it a billion times yesterday on
Yeah, you weren't
Fastlane.
feeling
And
that.
it feels like WWE is not the type to it didn't feel like they're separating amicably. Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
WWE doesn't seem like the type like if you're going your ways.
to talk. Yeah.
If you're going your ways and you're older or whatever, you had a great career, then they're gonna give you a good send off depending. Right. But it just
Highly
seems-
uncharacteristic,
Yeah,
right?
it just seems like they're saying it too many times that it's
Oh,
just
he
like,
resigned. He resigned. There's no question about it. Once they started talking about it, because here's the thing. Yeah, and they're announcing it. Like, this is still something they like to keep private, even though everything's like kayfabe in a sense, but they still don't like to announce that someone's leaving our company on their own. Basically, he quit and he walked away. That's not a good look for them. So I have no idea what promote
So you
that.
really think that's a work?
Oh, he
Right.
totally resigned. He's back.
I'm going to point it out here. If he literally re-signed, we'd know. They're a publicly traded company. An employee can't re-sign
That's
with
what I'm
them
trying to say.
without us not knowing. However, he could have informally agreed to stay on,
Right.
and then they're going to play up the earlier press.
Oh, that's possible, yeah.
Personally, what I think is he formally agreed to not go to AEW and not go to Double or Nothing, and this is why he's still going to have a featured role moving forward.
Right.
Because that's all they're actually worried about. If he can leave amicably and make them some money on the way out of WrestleMania,
Why not?
and lose to everyone between
Which he has been doing.
between that announcement and WrestleMania, he's expected to lose to everyone clean and make him look like $1 million.
Flow.
That's true. You know what? I was with you. I thought that he really was going, but I'm going back to what's that? The Good Housekeeping match of '99 and the way Jarrett walked out of there.
Wow.
I doubt the WWE will let that happen. So to Steve's point, I think that's way more likely. Where it's like, let's go over there and we'll treat you okay
So do you
on the
think,
way out.
Sorry. So do you think he's gonna do indie other than those companies?
Probably. I think he has made, from all accounts, Dean Ambrose lives super cheap.
Yeah, he's frugal. He's frugal. He
Like
is.
super frugal.
Frugal
Like
Dean.
he probably by his the standard of living has
He's
enough
good to
money
go.
for a lifetime.
Yeah.
So-
Merchandise contract.
Yeah.
He's doing all right.
and they wouldn't, because we're seeing this right now, Gallows and Anderson, who have said we don't want to re-sign, and they haven't been on TV since.
Right.
It's just
You
they
make
wouldn't
a-
be doing this
It
with
hurts.
Dean unless they had the plan of, so you're not going to go to Double or Nothing, you're not going to go to Double or Nothing. It's
Okay.
happening in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You live in Las Vegas. You're not going to go to Double or Nothing.
So
he could make a good guardian of independence. I mean, for Batista.
No, we'll
He
see.
really could.
No, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, man. Listen, either way, man, he's a hell of an asset to the company, man. Dean Ambrose brings things that he brings that old school attitude, everything. Everybody knows that's what resonates with us. He looks like the guy that hit you in the head with a bottle in the bar, man. You know what I mean? Just walk out. So whatever happens, best of luck in his future endeavors. But you can stay with the flagship if you want, bro. You can stay
Yeah.
with the big
You don't
dog.
gotta go. Yeah.
Don't be so quick to trickle off with the Guardians of the Independent scene.
Eric Clark says Dean is staying with WWE. Oh, somebody. I was gonna say maybe somebody said on the chat. I can't find you now, but maybe he wants to take a break. So maybe he's
Possibly.
Right.
saying, okay, he's no longer gonna be wrestling.
You know
and
that
now
schedule. That
Yeah,
schedule's
now
crazy.
you
Yeah,
can
it's
now you
crazy.
can take a break and do you.
So now we got the icon coming out, man. Paul Heyman, man. I told you if I ever ran for president of the United States, that would be my vice president running mate. And I'm telling telling you I'd get to the office just because he would put me over with promos.
That's awesome.
I'm just letting everybody
That's
know.
what it's all about, man.
He would cut a promo in Congress, and they'd be like, man, this dude Evan, man.
No policy, it's cool, man.
He'd be like, my name is Paul.
Eric Bischoff did a TED Talk, and he talked about how that's what politics is moving towards. He pretty much cut promos
Cutting
to
the promo.
current, president.
Listen,
we
man,
have.
if I ever make that ridiculous move and try to run for president, Paul Heyman is my guy. Listen, he comes
I
out,
think you
man.
should.
Man, listen. We'll get this in all due time.
I mean, you
I'm
can
working
fight
on.
crime at
I'm
night.
working on being able to pay rent, girl, this month. So we got him.
So
comes
mayor
out.
of LA.
You know, I mean, bro,
LA is no joke,
baby
man.
steps, baby steps. LA
City
is-
Council,
listen,
Mayor of Los Angeles.
Chat roll, LA is real. You ever think about coming out here, man? Rent is your first priority. Right? Ask anybody that lives here. So they got the little video montage up there, man. Then all of a sudden, Seth Rollins is talking all this your guy talking all this nonsense, man, getting on my nerves. Then all of a sudden, the guy who's the better version of Rollins comes out, hits him in the head. Shelton Benjamin. Oh, you crazy? Who? Are you crazy? I ain't Shelton Benjamin.
Listen, I
Say something.
forgot
He's a
about
smart guy. He's a good
1999 and 2004. Okay, that's where I left Shelton Benjamin
Listen,
at.
black man's
about 15 years ago.
Black man's purgatory dug in his archives, man, and pulled out a treasure.
Oh.
And that is Shelton Benjamin, man. He hits him on the back of the head, man. They make a match. It's not too bad. Rollins getting a little tune up on the road to WrestleMania.
That's like a
Heyman's doing
practice
commentary.
Sure.
He looked like he was struggling, though. Take me through that, Jim.
There's nothing to take you through. I mean, Shelton Benjamin, listen.
Wow. Sorry,
Okay,
Shelton.
I'll give this. For a guy his age, he's up there in age, and he's wrestled a long time. He can still work. He can still move in the
Utter
ring.
disrespect.
Yeah, we're not kind of still go.
So, you know,
He's probably way more better shape than you are, and you're younger.
listen. Hey,
Yeah, oh, yeah. This wrong,
okay?
Oh,
It's getting hot in here.
No. Raw after voodoo right now. What's going on?
We gonna cut it in a minute.
Connoisseur of bodies.
Oh,
Yours ain't
my
one.
God.
That's not it.
All I know is this roll.
We don't know what's going on there, okay?
All right. To bring it back to the roles, how would you feel if Eric Bischoff decided to talk for Shelton Benjamin like Paul Heyman does for Brock Lesnar?
Shelton Benjamin's too gray. Like, he's
What?
got the grayness coming out. He's old.
No,
Listen, Shelton Benjamin had his time. He was a really good tag team with Charlie Haas back in the day. I mean, he was a
Before
legit
singles, man. One of
Singles
the
too.
greatest matches in the history of Raw is him versus Shawn Michaels.
Yes,
that is one of the
Tournament,
greatest
2004.
matches I have ever
And
seen
he
in
can
my
work a
life.
but he's known for tag team, but he can work singles or tag team. But let's not be serious. He was working like 12 years ago at his main level.
I agree,
You know,
brother.
this is like way off. Like, this is the kind of stuff where he should be a producer would fit Finley.
No.
No. Yeah.
I will
You
say,
put him out the pasture.
Yeah,
I will
I'm
say
retiring him before career.
But hold on, I'm sorry. What have you seen from him tonight or in the last couple weeks?
I haven't seen him in a long time, so it was a really big
But
surprise.
that
to
leads
see
you to
him.
believe that
That's true.
that leads you to believe that he has no value to that company in the ring.
Oh no, he has a value of putting over guys. I think he'd just be best set to be a trainer because the guy can still work and teach a lot of the up and coming guys. So I don't think
Those are
there's an
two different-
on-camera role for him.
Like we just saw it. He made Seth Rollins look amazing. While
what
also
did Paul Heyman say, that he's the guy that trained Brock Lesnar?
he was the guy who
Yeah,
trained
he was
Brock
the-
Lesnar.
That was what I was going to say. I mean, he got way more character development from Paul Heyman in one night in the
Right.
last 3
That's
or
what
4
I mean.
years.
Yeah.
Now, we sit here and talk about fresh matchups on Raw. We want to see new guys, watching new guys. We saw it, and it was kind of random at first. Now, at first I was like, what's Shelton doing there? But that match was pretty good,
Yes,
Jim.
it was, Jim.
pretty
No,
awesome.
he held his
Showing
own,
still
but it's like
around,
you can't throw him out there every week. Once in a while, like a novelty act, like that's fine.
But he's
You know,
a workhorse talent, though. You can't put him out there every week. You
Black
can't
Dolph
do it.
Ziggler right now.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Black Dolph
Yes, back in the day for sure. I'm telling you, the guy's got age on him. He's got miles on him. He's got a lot of wear and tear.
So wait.
His
Do you
oil
say that
needs to
about
be-
John Cena? Do you feel the same way about John Cena?
The GOAT?
He's got wear and tear on him. That's why we don't see him every week. That's part of it too. I mean, not only the movie
He
career.
is older, but he can still put on
Cena
matches.
can't work as he used to, I'm sure, too.
Wait, pause.
Yeah.
So John Cena's doing movies, etc. That's why he's away.
The GOAT?
So you feel that, say he decides not to do movies on something, he wants to be on Raw or SmackDown every
But
week.
their
he can't
style's
do it?
different. Shelton was a submission high flyer. I mean, his athleticism was a big part of his
yes,
whole
but
thing.
You're calling him
Not
old.
Cena. He
Like
is
that,
old.
that was your main thing. But I'm saying that Cena and Benjamin are around the same age.
Oh,
But here's the thing. But his style doesn't. Cena can still get away with his style. You know, he's
a powerhouse. He's a powerhouse.
Yeah, he's a bruiser, brawler, more sense. And Shelton's more of a finesse, submission guy, a high flyer. I mean, all the spots back in the past, that's what put him over. He's kind of the Kofi before Kofi.
man, before I come across
I
this
ain't
table
gonna-
in Diamond Cut Gym, before I come across here in Sweet Chin Music Gym,
50K subs.
listen, man,
50K subs.
that
45,
sweet, listen, that sweet smell of Charlie Caruso's perfume
Yeah.
must mean it's TK's boudoir, man. That's what's hey, Charlie Caruso perfume.
Get on the main street.
Charlie Caruso perfume.
This song is better every week. I can't lie.
I know that joint go hard, man. That Caruso perfume.
He started with Jim when he first came on. He was like, "What the hell's going on?" Then we got a little shoulder action. Now he's fully take the jacket off.
The
standing up.
transformation.
He's in the gym, man.
TK, who is in that
His campaign to be
All right, so
lovely boudoir.
just for Haywood, because you shout me out every week and you make sure that I remember.
Yo,
So
shout out to Haywood. He's my man, right?
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. So Charlie Caruso, she's standing in the boudoir every
right.
week.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Ronda Rousey's tights. So
Oh
here's,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So when she first started, she had like those black tights, and I had said it weeks like when she first started, like those. It just wasn't
Yeah.
Right.
whatever. Then they put her in the kilt like that, but the tights are banging.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's it.
and I like and it matches her look.
So with the
does.
rowdy
Yeah.
thing, and yeah, I like it.
And then Batista.
Looking sharp. I
dude
like
is
that suit.
in the
And the
Boudoir Hall of
colorful-
Fame.
My suit went down.
Colorful nose ring.
But yeah, the nose
Different.
ring. I know it was colored the first time. but-
And the glasses too. I like the blue.
Oh man,
shade.
that boy
Yeah,
is
it was-
fire,
it was
man.
mad.
And that's why him and Triple H couldn't fight tonight because the nose ring.
And I'm adding
Yeah.
to the boudoir a now and always and forever Mandy Rose. Okay? Now, always, and forever.
I thought
Wait
you
a
were
minute.
Now that my girl's taken, my girl's taken.
It's TK segment. Let her
What's the
have
song
it.
called?
What?
What's the song called?
Mandy's?
TK's Boudoir.
I'm just adding to it. You can't omit Mandy Rose, who's
Two, she's not even on Raw. And three, I thought you were putting yourself over. You do have your jacket.
Oh, listen,
What is
full
going on?
disclosure though, I did like threaten TK if she didn't like put
Yeah, you
Batista.
did
I
send
got
me a text.
texting her. I was
You sent
like,
me a text.
he ain't in that boudoir. We wasn't surprised.
But Mandy Rose needs
It's a new
now,
level.
always, forever.
a new
spot in
level.
the boudoir.
No, I with Mandy Rose, I appreciate her work ethic. I do follow her on Instagram,
Yeah.
but that intro song, how they're positioning her, I'm not for it.
I'm sold.
Of course you would.
I could even work out to that, Flobo. I know you're working out to Gargano stuff, but I can work out to Mandy
Listen,
Rose.
man, we get
Oh, man, I love that song.
Actually, through all the midst of the boudoirs and Batista and everybody else, man, we had an Intercontinental Championship match.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Almost forgot
Lashley
about it.
versus Balor.
How forgettable.
I mean, first of all, hold on now, man. I was pleasantly surprised that because he was getting dangerously close to going into that realm of the BMP, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That dark place, that equal opportunity organization that I've created, and it's fictitious, but man, it keeps getting realer and realer. But he wins in an amazing, interesting match. Got Lio Rush back on his good graces. Take me through the match, anybody? Somebody?
Yeah, I'll do it because it was really odd for me, right? Intercontinental title match on Raw, which is
Right.
kind of odd as it is. Lio Rush gets involved by ringing the bell, which kind of
Very
makes the match
interesting.
still going on, and Lashley wins. And the problem with Lashley, if there is such a problem, he has everything: the size, the strength, the power, the agility, but he just cannot connect with that audience.
No.
So he won that
No matter
title,
what.
and it was great, but it was like
Crickets.
Okay,
$1 million
You know what I'm saying?
look, 10 cents,
Everything else.
everything
Wow.
else.
Yeah, but I think it's
He's
the-
just, yeah, I'm so disappointed because the guy should be. He's got the tools in a sense. If he, I don't know, it's not even a mic skill. It's a persona thing. Like you said, he just doesn't connect with the audience. I watch. I'm like, that's kind of a waste of a world champion kind of talent right there.
So-
and he needs that Intercontinental title because without it, he's lost
So
completely.
does he need somebody else other than Lio Rush? Because I feel like Lio Rush had it to a point till they started doing this bend over thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
He doesn't talk nearly as much either.
Yeah.
Like he just kind of like cut his mic time too.
So yeah, he might need somebody else on the mic, but I think Lio Rush is perfect. They just need to find what direction he's gonna go because the bend over thing was just weird.
Yeah,
It's
it was
weird. I think what
Nobody
it
can
is
see that.
they give Lio Rush a little bit too much freedom
Yeah.
to kind of say whatever he feels and thinks will get over. And the bend over thing was a silly one, whereas they need to have a very clear character outline for
Yeah.
what Bobby Lashley
Yes.
the character is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and where his objectives are.
Well, the objections is to establish dominance because he's the best, because physically he's the best.
Maybe that's not the
Dominator,
best
all-mighter.
object. Maybe that's not the
Maybe
best
not.
objective in a 50-50 booked world. Because
Maybe it's
that'll
true.
hurt it. That hurt. Like if Bobby Lashley, a guy who looks like that, is trying to claim I'm the most dominant person here, and he's traded back and forth he's traded the Intercontinental
Finn
title
Balor.
twice with Finn Balor.
Yeah, good point. Real
And like
good
he
point.
gets in and out with Seth Rollins, who's now facing Brock Lesnar. Like I don't know if this is the world for that story. And we've seen Bobby Lashley down in TNA actually connect with an audience.
That's what
He's
everybody
true.
keeps telling me, man.
He's capable
All
of it.
y'all keep telling me is about Bobby Lashley and TNA.
Right.
If I hear that one more time, I swear I'm gonna just explode.
Yeah.
If I listen, this ain't TNA.
Right.
Listen, man, Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately, man?
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Here's my rule about good talent on the roster, on the Raw roster. If you can describe a character to someone who doesn't watch wrestling, they're pretty dope. Like the Demon
Yeah.
King, Seth Rollins, the Architect. I cannot do that with Lashley. He's big and the Almighty, but he's not God. I don't know what that is.
And he is firmly placed in the black man's
And-
purgatory with the title.
Oh yeah, I'll buy Leo Rush's merches first, but I won't buy Bobby
What does
Lashley.
that tell you?
You know?
People think just because you had the title, you can't be in the BMP.
Yeah, you damn man.
You hear that crowd? That's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was on fire tonight.
Yeah.
It's not over.
I think
And
what's
maybe
funny-
a face turn. I don't know if that even helps.
No, that won't help at all.
Oh,
I
God,
think
no.
A face turn is the exact opposite of what you need to do with Bobby Lashley. I think it's funny. It's an apt comparison. The fans react to Bobby Lashley how they should be reacting to Randy Orton. Because Randy Orton doesn't give an F the majority of the time.
He's still Randy Orton. He's still
But the,
Randy
but the
Orton.
fans are like, oh my God, I like him.
Yeah.
Whereas Bobby Lashley, the fans treat him as if he doesn't care.
His persona, Randy Orton's persona that he has built over the years, though, he garners that kind of attention. I'm sorry, that
Persona
Viper
and
thing,
consistency.
yeah, the Apex Predator thing. That shtick, he's gonna ride that all the way to the Hall, man.
Right.
From Legend Killer to Apex Predator, all the way to the Hall of Fame. How dare you even broach the subject of Randy Orton?
Well, I think
I didn't realize I was a trigger guy.
Oh God, are you crazy?
The trigger super
Have you
stuff.
seen Randy Orton wrestle?
It's good to see.
well, I think too because
I'm not gonna give another diamond cutter, man.
Everybody's getting done.
because wasn't I think what was it? SummerSlam where Bobby Lashley was supposed to be in a match and then he just suddenly disappeared. Like it's like why should WWE Universe care
Yeah.
when WWE doesn't care? It's like
Fair.
he's there and then he disappears. Then we bring out Leo Rush. Then he's doing some bend over thing. Then he's not talking as much. And then he's doing this. And then he lost the belt. Then he has the belt. It's like, well, why should we care if you're not even pushing us into that direction?
Personally, I think since New Orleans, when they brought him back, the Raw after Mania in New Orleans,
Right.
I honestly don't think they ever had a plan for him. Like from just watching how they booked him from pretty much through. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he faced the champion at a pay-per-view. Like
Yeah.
he faced the world champion at a pay-per-view, and then he wasn't on the next pay-per-view.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they came back
man.
with Sami Zayn with the sisters thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
That was terrible.
One of the
Yeah.
worst, like literally one of the worst segments.
It's, yeah,
of the
it's
year. Like,
interesting. It's
Yeah.
interesting what's going on with Bobby, man. But we move on to Ronda comes out, man. She comes out, man. She makes a beeline to the ring, man.
Yeah.
She comes out and she's stepping hard, man. She's locking and stepping, man. She's walking there with a little ponytail swinging all around, man. She picks up the mic and immediately starts trash talking to everybody. Everybody, don't cheer me. Don't boo me. I don't care what y'all do. Y'all poop. Everybody in here poop. I'm
On
better than
Twitter,
everybody.
too. Yeah, she was saying on Twitter too.
Yo,
That's her
seriously,
saying
it was like if I did the promo on Fast Forward myself. You walked out really fast, and promo really fast, and walked back a third
Yeah,
pretty
if
fast.
I can ever listen, how dare I ever talk about what a millionaire and a very dominant female can do? But let me give my thing about this. One thing I am good at is talking. I came out the womb talking. And I'm better talking than a whole lot of people. And I'm just gonna let y'all know I'm better at talking than a whole lot of y'all out there. And let me tell you what you're supposed to do. If all Ronda has to do is slow down,
Yeah.
girl,
And I'm
I
saying
think
that.
I think she's hyped up. I get it. I think she's really hyped up, and I think it's an anxiety thing because I had all jokes aside, like for much as I talk, I had a lot of problems speaking publicly until I took a lot of classes, and it's a thing where you have to learn to slow down, be patient. Your mind, you think you're going super fast or super slow or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's like a mind playing tricks on you thing. She needs to just take a beat, slow down, gather her thoughts, take a cue from the Undertaker every now and again. Undertaker's built a career on pausing for 15 seconds
Totally.
and
Right.
killing it. Like, and that's her only problem with her promos, I think. If she just slowed down
Well,
a
the thing
little
is,
bit.
when she tried to slow down with, I believe it was, oh my gosh, Stephanie, she fumbled a lot.
Oh, yeah,
Because she was
yeah.
slowing down,
She
and
was.
it's like she's like.
Which Stephanie
trying to-
promo? The one where she gave up the title, or the one where she asked for it back or demanded it back? And that turned out to be a punchline.
When
but
she gave up the title.
the
I
gave
think
up the
so.
title one's
Yeah.
the
well,
answer.
because I think the problem was with that one was that you're right, she didn't slow down.
No, she did slow down,
Or no.
and she was stumbling a lot.
I think the problem is they hand her a written promo and she's afraid to tell them. She's afraid to tell them, or she's afraid to just go out there and be like,
cut a promo.
Hey, I'm gonna reach the bullet. I'm gonna reach the points.
But she
the
did that
essence
with,
of what you did
with Nikki. Apparently, the promos that she did, she cut for Nikki up to Evolution. She did those herself, according to some folks in the chat, and I think one of the
Although
the
she
websites.
said it on her, if she said it on her YouTube, we have to assume that's a work.
Yo, Mazzino Hour said I cut a promo on the doctor that delivered me.
Probably.
And I'm going to go.
Why'd you slap me, son?
No, real talk. Real talk. I went to class. Like it's one of those things where when you're giving a speech, you gotta just slow it down a little bit. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe going fast helps her, but to me it doesn't. It doesn't have as much oomph. When she was disrespecting that crowd, she should have waited for more pauses.
Yeah.
She should have waited
She
for
just
more
goes
boos, more heat.
She's nervous.
Don't be
she's uncomfortable.
Don't be
still.
afraid of that heat, girl. But listen. Pittsburgh ain't gonna do nothing to you. You're Ronda Rousey. You can listen. You can pee all over them. It ain't gonna do nothing because they were booing her if she slowed down and waited, she could realize what she was saying was actually bothering some of them.
Yeah.
But she was just blowing through each of her insults. I go, no, girl, slow down.
I imagine the producer being like, "No, you're not done. Go back out."
Go back there. Chill. We got a lot of time. 3-hour show. So then all of a sudden Dana Brooke comes out, which is
BMP.
Oh Lord, you want to talk about BMP? You want to talk about the beard?
Dana Brooke
It
is
was.
one of the biggest pure athletes on the female roster,
she
and
could
I
be-
forgot she was hired.
Oh, she could beat the brakes off of me, man.
I forgot she came out.
I
and
don't
then,
have a-
I'd like to see that.
She could beat the brakes off me, man.
I know, but I'd like to still see that stuff.
I'd be like, Dana, I'm sorry, but you went to BMP. It ain't my fault.
At first, I thought it was Natalia. She dressed like Natalia when she came out with the promo.
I thought so, too.
Was Natalia cosplaying as Dana Brooke?
Real talk. And
Not confusing at all.
That's what it was. She comes out, man. She cuts a promo that no one cares about, and then she comes out, and then like Ronda Rousey does what she does. She beats the brakes off her, almost kills her with that move that I hate more than anything in the world. That finish move that Ronda Rousey does, I hate that move so much. And everyone's like, "Why you hate that move?" Is that she's gonna kill somebody one day.
Okay.
And today was almost the day when she almost ended Dana Brooke's career because they glossed over it, but she clipped her neck. And I'm telling you right now, it was so close.
It was.
It was so close.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hate the neck injuries, man, because they end so many people's careers. And so, oh God, I hate that move so much.
I think there's a problem that I've noticed throughout Ronda Rousey's career, starting in the UFC, which is either she doesn't listen to anyone who would give her advice, or no one's giving it to her. Because I think that was her problem, and it's like in her final 2 losses in the UFC, I think the problem was anyone in her camp who could have told her, "Hey, you should work on this stuff to prepare for this opponent.
Boxing.
You should work on boxing."
Yeah, but that wasn't her. Her camp, the coach that she's had throughout her whole career, wasn't a boxing person. So everybody was telling the main coach that, hey, you should do this because Holly Holmes is a boxer.
Yeah.
And she's gonna beat the brakes off you.
And the coach, I forgot, I think his name is Emmanuel or something like that. The coach was like, no, I got this. So that wasn't a Ronda thing. That was a coaching thing.
So we get the Rude and Gable versus Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Yeah.
But I don't understand.
Yes,
So-
you can.
I'm so confused.
I like all 4
Okay,
of them too.
yeah,
I
actually,
love them all.
I like 3 of them. They're
I'm
great.
enjoying these matches.
Me too.
I wish Aleister Black and Ricochet came up to the main roster as singles competitors. Now,
Yeah, they're forever linked at the hip right
correct me if I may, but can we think that this was all supposed to be DIY? If this were Gargano and Ciampa
No,
this
because-
entire time, because it was announced that it was going to be Ricochet Cesaro until it wasn't, until Ciampa was hurt. Imagine DIY in all the spots. Looking back the last 3 weeks, imagine
You're right.
imagine DIY in those spots.
It
It would
looks
have been fire.
better. Oh, it looks better.
DIY against the Revival last
Again,
night.
yep.
DIY against Rude and Gable tonight.
Oh, you're absolutely right about
But
it
wasn't there a
looking good.
time when both DIY was there? Like they had a whole NXT thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Right.
for
That-
weeks.
When the injuries happen.
But the injury happened just after that. It was the
Okay.
night after
Okay.
Elimination Chamber when all the NXT guys came up, including Gargano and Ciampa. And it looks to me like this plan was, we're going to have Gargano and Ciampa, who to them are 2 strong single stars, but who were also a successful tag team. But what we're getting in its place is 2 throw-togethers,
Well,
which
and
is
I'm-
what
Yeah,
I hate about the Raw tag
But
division.
we have a whole locker room of people that are already called up, plus the people that were called up from NXT that
Yeah.
we're not using.
But that
EC3, like Lacey Evans, like what is she?
But
I don't understand what's going
that
on.
goes back to my whole point about, man, they ain't Ricochet and Aleister Black though. I don't give a damn thing on the roster.
True.
Yeah,
I don't care. You can be on the roster. I can be on the roster. I know I ain't flipping like Ricochet though.
Right,
I ain't doing a thing like I was
agree,
about.
but
Box
then
office.
Where are they landing? Because we still see them in NXT. Like, are they officially called? Like, I'm just more.
Oh, they're definitely called up.
They're called up, but they're waiting for the shake-up to
the
get on the
roster.
roster.
Because they're gonna be they're gonna have a match at Mania. Book it.
Okay.
They're gonna have a match at Mania. They wouldn't be doing all this stuff for SmackDown and Raw if they were not gonna be on
So
Sunday.
you think that they're
on the
going to
7th.
be like coming up to WrestleMania and then they're officially going to be called up?
I think so.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially after this takeover, they will have their match, and that'll be their last match at Takeover, whatever
Dusty
they
Classic?
do. Dusty Classic, and that's it.
Totally.
You know what I mean? And because it's the call up, man. They're no coming back from this. Especially because they showed improved and they've done really well. And tonight is a good gauge because Pittsburgh's a real good crowd and they really responded. I heard they responded to the entrances, they responded to the match itself, even going against like Gable and Rude, which is that makeshift tag team that needs to end. But,
Yes, it does.
shout out to the Harlem Heat for getting into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Booker T's about to be a 2-time Hall of Famer. That's really awesome. With 10-time tag team champions, if I'm not mistaken, man.
Maybe he could
goodness
like help
gracious.
people
Man.
get out of the BMP. Maybe that's his job.
I'm trying to tell you right now
WWE.
because that right there, ooh man, that'd be oof.
He'd be like the commissioner of BMP, how to successfully get people out of the BMP.
I tell you, this is the
successful.
greatest wrestling faction ever. I'm telling you, I'm putting it out there. If the first brother that takes this with some clout and just goes around just beating the brakes off everybody. But like we won't stop till we get justice. I'm telling you, and the faction grows, and it's not just black
It's
people,
gonna be a
it's white people,
gimmick.
it's women. Oh my god, Dana Brooke, and they're just beating people up
She
like.
could just do the thing that she was doing for Titus Worldwide.
Oh my, and
Man,
just
wasn't
beating
that
the
called
brakes
the
off people.
Misfits in Action in WCW?
Man,
I'm just
Call
being
me
real.
BMP, brother.
Do you think Titus O'Neil will be the best
I would
lead?
love him to be that
Or,
one.
or Montez Ford? I think Montez Ford.
But listen,
I think Titus would be more like man, like he would be assistant to Booker T, and then Montez would actually be like wrestling.
boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Montez
they need
is
somebody
the-
with clout like
Yeah.
Booker T, like you said. They need somebody with clout.
Yeah.
So we
Because
get.
they use Titus as the charitable, like, we're not all bad people. We do good things.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Titus
yeah.
would be the spokesperson. Booker T would be like
the commissioner.
the
Yeah.
elder statesman, and then Montez Ford would be the franchise tag. He'd be the. We're picking somebody down in NXT that's real good.
I love that.
And then we're gonna claim him the whole time.
I'm telling you, there's potential there. Elias comes out for whatever reason.
Why not?
That's his
Because
thing.
they're wasting my guy,
That was
man.
the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
and
I
the-
couldn't stop laughing the first time I saw that. Yeah.
I heard a rumor that Elias is a wrestler. Can anyone confirm this?
That's what I
Fisherman's
thought.
neck breaker finisher, I think it's called. Drift Away.
Drift away, man. Listen,
man.
give me the
What a
beat,
shame!
boy.
What a
Free
shame! What's
me.
going on with him? Really
Yeah.
is.
We like Elias, but we talk about it all the time. The guitar is actually
needs a new gimmick.
is a
It needs
hindrance.
everything new.
It's a hindrance. Fastlane proved it. Fastlane proved that it's just a guitar thing. You know what I mean? And I need him to wrestle because he's a big guy. He has a lot to offer. He actually can talk on the mic. It's one of those things where hopefully something comes out of this.
Let me
Hopefully
ask
he
you a
gets
question.
match with me.
Superstar shake-up. Do you keep Elias on Raw or do you move him over to SmackDown for greener
Move him to
pastures?
SmackDown and change his gimmick.
I
agree.
You have
Okay.
to.
I agree.
Hold
I don't know where you were talking about BMP or Mojo.
what happened? Yeah.
breaking my heart right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love
Somebody said
what they were doing.
Lars Sullivan.
Lars is a lot,
forgotten.
but like they
Lars
say,
is a different
but
story.
they say on a deeper issue, he's going through like anxiety type things. They say it's something much more than just wrestling. Tamina and Nia, Beth and Nat, backstage drama with the hug and rock and
Whatever
sock
that is.
connection. and
Hugging Boss is kind of creepy.
and then we got.
Hugging Boss kind of
Listen, I can see this is gonna be a match at WrestleMania. Tamina and Nia versus Beth and Nat. I think it'd have more weight if it was Trish and Lita. But listen, I can't have everything I want, man. It was cool, man. I don't know, even though Tamina and Nia should have the titles, I ain't gonna say nothing else more about it.
What are you gonna?
The inaugural
they're the
champions.
heels.
The inaugural champions have to, especially if the inaugural champions are faces like this. They have to have like at least a 6-month goodwill.
Correct.
A 6-month goodwill tour. That's why I thought the Iconics would have been a better.
That's what I was saying.
Inaugural
That's what
champions.
I was saying.
So that you build the heat all the way to
Absolutely,
WrestleMania, but they didn't do that.
That's
Good
what I'm
point.
saying. With a
And
heel,
they're
with a
so
strong
good
heels.
too at just insulting everybody in the
agree.
locker
They have
room.
the good heat, for sure.
So even Mike wise,
But
like,
if you can't have Sasha and Bailey be the inaugural champions and then have them lose 2
Absolutely
years
not.
later.
No,
that's
it's
what
not,
I'm saying.
It's
So,
not
like,
gonna happen. So they missed the boat, just like you're saying. So we'll see what happens with that in Mania. We got a few more weeks left. Kurt Angle comes out in his home state, home state, Pennsylvania. Shout out to PA, yo man, I'm from PA as well. What's up? Shout out to
Hey.
PA. Steve's from PA. Shout out to PA. It's a farewell match. We don't know who it's against. I think maybe they don't even know. Maybe
I don't think they know yet.
Right.
Maybe it's
they
a
do know.
legend. I'm guessing.
Hopefully it is though. Hopefully it is a legend though. He deserves to go out with who he wants to go out
True.
with.
Shawn Michaels.
That'd be cool.
I'm
That'd
kidding.
be cool.
I'm kidding.
That'd
Shawn
be
Michaels
cool.
would not work.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
or,
I'll take anything
That
at
would be an
WrestleMania.
incredible matchup. I feel like Shawn Michaels at this stage in his career wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe I just said this randomly, but now I'm working my way backward. That I think Shawn Michaels might have a terrible taste in his mouth over not Super Showdown.
Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel. He might have a terrible taste in his mouth about coming back for Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
That he's like, if I'm back now, I might as well work with someone in a way that it's special and like. Also, it could be a de facto thing that Shawn Michaels retires people at WrestleMania.
So, Kurt Angle has his last match in Pittsburgh against the human resource manager of the BMP, Apollo Crews.
I got a
Like,
quick.
where did he come from?
So I got a quick question.
Purgatory.
I'm not trying to be funny, but is Apollo Crews the only person on the roster that lost his last name and got it back? You
think so.
Okay, so
that's
he comes
right,
out
might
because
be.
he's a fan of Kurt Angle, which
Strange
is the
thing happens
I
in the
love Apollo
Purgatory.
Crews. I brought his shirt, man. I was the only person who bought that shirt. I waited online all day for it, and it was
You
so.
waited in line all day for
I
it.
went to one of the events. I was out there with the Apollo Crews shirt.
That's a bad
I worked
woman.
out in there. Point being is that
Dedication right there.
he gets pretty much beaten.
Like it was an iPhone, man.
I was the only person
You know,
there.
you
I
can
don't
go
know what
on your phone and order. They deliver it to your house.
No,
Line
I
was
didn't
not
do
Flobo
consistent.
waited in
This
line.
is before the deals, man. Before the
Flobo
shops
waited
and
in
deals.
line, there was one
I was
person in
waiting
line.
Right, Black Man Purgatory. So he goes out there and he loses pretty handily, and then Cruz gets up and gives him a hug, almost no selling it to the point.
Yeah.
It was really quick to be like, I came out and did the job.
Because when you're beaten down and downtrodden in the Purgatory, you
just happy to be on the show.
I'm telling you.
how do we hear gimmicks? Yeah.
Can we give a shout out to Kurt Angle because Kurt Angle picked Apollo Crews of everyone
For sure.
Like
Okay.
Kurt Angle pretty much decides I'm gonna face this person at WrestleMania, and there are 4 more Raws or SmackDowns. There are 4 more Raws and 4 more SmackDowns, and in that time, I want to work with Apollo Crews. I want to work with Elias.
Yeah.
I want to.
Hopefully Hopefully Mania he goes against the GOAT John Cena. Hopefully that's what he
and
goes
Samoa
against.
Joe.
Old GOAT Cena. But
That'd be a good one.
But
Yeah, it's frustrating because I think Kurt Angle probably sees that like Apollo Crews has talent,
oh, of course he
like
does.
crazy amount of talent,
Yeah.
and it's just like
All jokes aside, we know. Listen, the BMP is created because I'm trying to turn the frown upside down, y'all. If y'all didn't figure it out yet, these are amazing competitors, man. Like, are you kidding me? They're like amazing at what they do. Apollo Crews is one of the most amazing
he had more
athletes.
time with Titus Worldwide,
Exactly. I'm just
and they were losing like every week.
every week. So Roman Reigns in the main event. It doesn't last long. Drew McIntyre comes out, man. Claymore kick to the dome. Claymore kick to the dome. Roman Reigns is probably dead. Then Drew McIntyre, listen, in all his splendor, man, all greased up, oiled up, he slick back, Scottish psychopath, walking around like the Terminator, man. Dean Ambrose over, he's seething, he's snarling. He runs into Triple H, he's all in his bag. He's all in hardcore match mode. He's all in no holds barred mode. And Dean Ambrose like, I want this. Triple H with a little smirk on his face said, you got it. So he had his main event. Dean Ambrose. We all know who's gonna lose.
Oh, for sure. Just how fast? How fast is the question?
Piece of milk.
Whose contract is gonna
But
hit?
I love this match. I love the match though.
Okay, so Roxy, it's not Shannon Sharp. It's what's your dad's name again?
Barry Mack.
Barry Mack. He is the one.
If you want to know where this persona comes from,
Barry Mack.
it's all from
It's
Mobile,
not Sharon
Alabama.
Shot. Don't do that.
Barry Mack. Oh,
Don't do
Barry
that.
Mack,
'Cause
man.
Barry Mack on Twitter.
Oh man, listen, he's not because my dad's like, I don't need to get on Twitter.
Okay. You don't want Barry Mack coming at you. So
I don't need to get on Facebook. I got my dad still got AOL.com, man.
There you go.
He's such a country. He's so country, man.
Reserve.
I love him, man. He's Mobile till
There
the day
you
he
go.
died, man.
There you go. Keeping it
He
real.
on TikTok though.
But I had to really I had to fight my dad to get on the GPS. He was, why? The map worked. I go,
The whole book with the laminated
I'm
sheets.
saying, bro. I got an atlas, man. Listen, Dad.
I got
it.
That's stubborn, man.
Man, God bless him, man. I swear, forever to get him on the GPS.
shout out to Barry. That's who we should shout out.
Shout out to Barry Mack. But listen, so we got Drew McIntyre in his bag. And before I get real crazy, man, Jim, if I hear you disrespect Drew McIntyre one more time,
What do you mean disrespect? He's a champion of SmackDown tops. Like, he's not a Raw champion, but a SmackDown champion he is. He's still missing something.
you have never explained. You say he can't talk on the mic. Who can talk on the
No,
mic?
he can talk on the mic. He just needs to be better on it. He's just too quick, on the mic, and
Yeah, but can't people get better?
Can they get better?
he
Can
could.
they improve?
he could. But right now, he's not Raw champion material yet.
Jim,
he could get there one day.
Of all the things you've said tonight, that is the thing that will be disproven in the next 18 months.
Ludicrous.
Really?
He will be world
Less than
champ.
that.
He will be world
was
champion
his night
main event
tonight.
WrestleMania.
Oh, I don't know
Yes.
about main event.
No,
wrestling.
he is-
I want it.
He
I
is
need it.
going to be a top guy.
Money
moving forward.
in the bank. Give it to him right now. I don't give a damn.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. When I see him posing, man, like this dude, man, I'm sorry,
You know what he
man.
could be?
He's a
Hey,
monster.
let's not get. Hey, the last guy that was supposed to be that type of guy was Braun Strowman. Now he's going to fight Colin Jost. So let's hope Drew doesn't fall into that category.
there.
That's a
Let's
waste
hope
too.
he doesn't-
That's what I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
That's a waste too. It's just like
He's been pushed
should have had
crazy.
the belt a
Yeah,
long
you
time
mean-
ago.
You mean
so
Braun
right about
Strowman,
that.
the guy who won both tag titles with an 11-year-old?
Well, that's right. And now he's going to.
Like, he's already a joke.
Is it a demotion to fight Colin Jost or feud with him
I'd
at
say
Mania?
so. I
just wanna
I'd say
say
so.
Braun
But
Strowman-
versus the kid, versus the 11-year-old. Does it get worse from Mania to Mania or
Yeah.
what for him?
That brings that, man. Don't.
But that's what I mean. Back to Drew McIntyre. That's what I'm hoping doesn't happen to him. Because Braun was pushed for a year and a half straight hard.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be Drew that's going to be pushed. Is he going to fall or is he going to rise? We don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe
Yeah,
a
but
move to SmackDown would be the best because he could be champion
You
there.
can't have Braun Strowman in the roster and have him beating up a car like the video game final fight
He
forever.
beats Dean Ambrose. That doesn't count.
What I'm afraid of is they're turning him into a sideshow, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that car? Come on, today was a joke.
and I
Let's
don't
be
mind.
real.
And I
Well,
don't
he's
mind.
always doing that.
And
Yeah.
I don't mind the car thing if he gets the title.
Well, that's the thing. You're tearing apart cars, you're tearing about limos, you're pushing trucks, you're doing this, you're doing that, but you can't win to get
No,
a title.
you're feuding with Colin
That's
Jost,
breaking
and
my
he's
heart,
making jokes on you. That's just bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
with that being
hey, BMP officially Braun Strowman.
whoa,
Officially.
Flames on the mic.
Tonight.
Braun Strowman's on TV.
That's a new. That's
It don't
that's
matter.
new.
It don't
That's-
matter. That
that's
guy had world champion written all over it. Now
I got a
he's-
new CEO, man.
Hey, next to Apollo Creed, maybe. At least Apollo.
Creed.
Hey, at least Apollo had a match tonight.
Apollo Creed.
At least he had a match.
Drago.
Oh, Apollo. Hey, my bad. Apollo Creed. He ain't got nothing on Apollo Creed. Okay,
Listen,
first
man.
of all.
Let's wrap this
Apollo
show
Crews.
up, man.
Yeah.
Jim, put yourself
I
over,
need
brother.
to drink some water, man. It's hot in here. I took my jacket. I'm ready for the boudoir. You can catch me at Jim Alexander
It's not your
on
boudoir,
social
man.
media. Mandy Rose, I'm all about you now. RealTalker.com. NXT After Show. I'm done.
I don't have a boudoir, but Flobo Boyce on Twitter, at Flopito on Instagram, Flopito.com, and the comedy album, American for Now, is available on Spotify. Stream
nice.
today.
There you go.
Oh, all right.
Hey, shout out.
Shout out to Bear Nat.
Yeah.
Did he have a boudoir too?
TK, put yourself.
You can find me on everything at TK Trinidad.
Steve Kaufman, put yourself over, brother.
I'm Steve Kaufman. You can find me on Twitter almost exclusively at Steve Kaufman. That's Kaufmann. I run a lot of different YouTube pages, including Ric Flair's, Eric Bischoff's, Bruce Pritchard's.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll name drop. It's my last one.
Kaufman.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. You can see me here at AfterBuzz TV for a very limited time, starting SmackDown tomorrow.
$9.99.
SmackDown Live tomorrow night, NXT Wednesday night, and then whenever Gotham's done, I'm done.
Wow.
Oh man, yeah, you can find your boy Johnny Quasta at Jay Quasto, man. Told you, Carmen San Diego, moving and shaking, man. Where in the world is Johnny Rick Quasto? But your boy Evan T Mack, Instagram and Twitter. BMP shirts coming too.
Yes.
ProWrestlingTees.com is already up, man. But I can't talk about it till I get to wear one, man. BMP shirts, man. ProWrestlingTees.com, man. I'll take care of y'all, man. Take it easy.
Apollo Crews. Shout out.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.